Excited? Feel that rubber. See, Leon didn't put a gasket on it, he just put that stuff on there.
Yeah, I would rather have a gasket because you can get it back off.
Is that same stuff?
Yeah,
Gasket seal?
Some of that nasty silicone.
Before Eugene or after Eugene?
They're across the river from each other.
Yeah, so Eugene's over here.
Eugene's
North, south.
on the west side of the Willamette River and Springfield's on the east side.
Okay. I think we went golfing there in Springfield.
I-5 goes right between.
I think we went golfing there one time. Best shot I ever hit in my life.
That was the craziest thing ever.
I know. I hit a... We'd never been on that course, never. We were just... I didn't know what we were doing.
You're on the wrong fairway.
Mike was on the green, and I was 30 yards away, at least, under a tree. I couldn't even see the green from where I was. No, that was there. We were
Was that
going.
in Seattle?
No, that was there. How about this right here? There's an open spot.
You're not supposed to find stuff like that.
Well, that's
That's your job, your quality control.
That's it. Anyway, I was under that tree. I couldn't see the green. I said, Mike, make a noise. He's like, what? And so I hit it, and it went in the hole. I swear to God, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I didn't know it. Mike was screaming.
I wouldn't have told him. If I was going to do anything, I'd kick it off the green, not put it in the hole.
Put it in the hole.
I hit a shot out here at
Reeves.
No, it was just recently, but my birthday 2 years ago. And it had to have gone over 300 yards, didn't it?
I don't know which one you're talking about. Over the water?
Where that water was off to the side over there.
Kind of over around the green.
Yeah. That was a hell of a shot.
Yeah, it was.
Because unless that yardage sign was wrong, because I was awfully close to the green.
The wind was behind us.
I laced into that one. That was a good shot. Man, hey, look at that.
When I golfed with Linda at Greens, and I told you about that, when I was up on the green was way down there, and I was up in the sagebrush.
Were you a deer?
I felt like one. Linda was on the green, and she was standing on there, and she got on the phone, so she turned her back to me, and she was on the phone, probably with Roger, and I did not think I had a chance because that was buried in that sagebrush.
Yeah.
And I just took the 9-iron because it was heavy shit. And I just swung as hard as I could. Whack! And that ball went perfectly down to the green, went by Linda's feet, and went that far from the hole. And Linda said, she says,
You're okay.
"You threw that, didn't you?" I said, "No, I didn't." She says, "Yeah, you did." She should have watched it. I wish I'd had a witness to that thing. But those shots are just luck.
Now this gasket is
Yeah.
a genuine Detroit diesel
671
paper fiber gasket.
Yeah. It's made with asbestos.
No, that one's paper. They
It's paper. Show me it's paper.
Cleaning all the bolts.
Put those bolts down or I will taser you.
Too late, I killed it. Do it. All I want to get is. Get on the other side, Mike, give him a hand.
Holy crap!
set you up on that one, didn't I? Holy crap. I don't think that's what that noise was.
Should we raise it up more?
Nah, let's go. I think. We're going to scratch your paint for sure, but I don't care.
Yeah, you're scratching the hell out of it anyway. I'll just. Oh, that's just oil.
You want to jack it up some?
Push it. Push the front of it this away. Thank you very much. And don't booger my gas. Right, it's set there.
Don't burger his gasket. Don't scratch my pan!
Don't scratch my pan and don't booger my gasket. Don't scratch my pan and don't booger my gasket. If you booger my gasket, I'm gonna scratch your pan!
And then we're gonna taser your ass.
Then I'm gonna taser you. You've got 3 seconds to get back in that vehicle, or I'm gonna taser you.
Sir, I
Okay,
will.
here's your pan bolts for your side.
Okay.
First two you're gonna need.
These are the first two I'm gonna need. You give me more than two.
I said few, not two.
Oh.
You can't hear either.
Oh, I can hear.
Now you guys,
What you want,
quit your joking around, because this is serious stuff. We are not bus grease monkey, but we are serious.
Steve, go get your bunny suit off and kiss my ass.
Okay. Shall we go up with this a little
Up
bit?
we go to the wild blue yonder.
Hang on, don't get so violent. This is all kind of an easy deal.
So why you making it so damn hard?
Because you keep pushing the wrong way.
Look how beautiful that pan is.
It's you that's pushing it the wrong way.
Yeah, I heard that before. I had to get married to hear it, but I heard it before.
I got one started yet.
So you got two.
He's done over here, Mike.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. Well, I was born under one.
Is that the prettiest gas pan you've ever seen? I mean, gas pan. Oil
Yeah,
pan.
it's a gas can.
Well, the thing about this one is it's nice. It's when you get to look at this shit after it's 45 years old or 50 years old, it's like or 70 years old. It's pretty beat up.
Yeah, well, yeah, that one was.
So I'm hopeful that oil will stay in it.
I don't think it will. I think it leaked. I think it leaked around those, like you said.
Well, I don't really care because I'll fix it.
There you go. We got Dr. Joe on it.
It's not Dr. Dan's sister.
I've known Dr. Phil. Now I know Dr. Joe, the diesel surgeon.
You're a diesel guru. You want to leave diesel alive.
Just start him in about 2 turns, and that's plenty.
2?
2 turns?
I've already done more than that. That's why you're...
See, you over accomplished.
That's me.
Overachieved.
He is an overachiever.
He must spill a lot of stuff then.
He does.
I lost a pan bolt. It run down my neck.
Likely story. Likely story.
How come you didn't put the goop on there? The gasket thing
What?
on the bolt.
I'm gonna take them back down, Steve.
I think we're gonna get to take the pan back off, but we'll find out.
Why?
I don't know. There's always these trick things that happen.
We're gonna put oil in it.
That's exactly right. And we're gonna fire the old girl up and see if she's...
Steve, you are one smart fella.
I'm-
You are above
I'm
average.
2 steps behind you, and I'm 3 steps ahead.
Steve is above
So
average.
figure that one out.
Where did my bolt go? I'm gonna guess I lost one. That's not good.
I think one went to the right over there earlier.
Well, I left some for...
You got some right
I left
here.
some for
Joe.
Mikey. Go ahead.
Joe.
Are you getting them all up on your side? No. Go to your side now. I got a couple here that are kind of different.
Because of that rubber on the bolt.
Yeah. They're in really shitty places.
Yeah, I understand. I took them off.
That's the prettiest pan I ever did see. Oh, the prettiest pan you ever did see was on my 670 Detroit diesel.
On my 673.
Come on, big hole, little hole. Where are you?
Oh, they're out there. Just have to look harder.
No, I didn't want to catch a herd of them. I just want one. Where this bull will go.
The baby bull said to the daddy bull, "Come on, Daddy, let's run down there and get us one." And the daddy bull says, "Hey, son, let's walk down there and get them all."
Yep, that's the best way to handle that.
Son, I got it. Will I? Can't go in there sideways.
Oh, they'll go. You just gotta push harder.
Kind of nice working on something clean, isn't it, Joe?
There's a plus to that for sure.
So by the time we get done with this engine, it's going to be a special child.
Now,
Well, at least all the nasty stuff will be rubbed off of it.
I think OSHA would approve of those blocks that we have holding up the engine.
I don't know. Well,
We could stack them up taller. if you like.
yeah, I'm not real fond of the cinder block cement thingies, but
Well, you know
the only good thing about this, the motor doesn't weigh 5,000 pounds. That's good.
I think it weighs 2,600.
Well, this one's lighter than most because it's got some aluminum parts on it. The other ones don't.
Now I looked it up in the, on the online and asked how much a.
He said this one has aluminum parts.
Yeah, the oil cooler housing and the water rail and all that shit's aluminum. On a real motor, they're iron.
And
On
the
a
crank,
real one?
our
Yeah.
crank is aluminum too.
Ah. So okay,
It's plastic.
they made this entire engine out, the biggest pieces out of aluminum, and then they made the crank out of stainless steel and all the rest of that shit because they put these in minesweepers.
There you go. You got to have a good engine
And
to
you don't
sweep a
want
mine.
it to be you don't want it to be magnetic because the mines find them and
Well, that's true. That's
sink
a
'em.
good point, Joe.
Yeah, very good, Joe.
That's a very good point, Joe. But what about the metal parts that are still in there?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Does it like that part, or just this kind of?
Otherwise, they could run around in the ocean with big magnets and suck all those submarines up.
Huh.
Did you ever think of that?
Yeah, Joe.
No, our government paid a lot for Howard Hughes to make a big grappling hook to dig them out of the ocean.
Have you ever been to a spruce goose?
Yeah,
That's pretty interesting, isn't it?
both places down in
Long
LA,
Beach.
and then I was up there in McMinnville where it's at now.
Oh, really? I never.
The guys that got it there, Evergreen Aviation, they filed Chapter 13 or something. They're about to move it, so I don't know how they're going to handle all that. But we need a real air museum. They have one. But what's cool is you look at the Spruce Goose and they got a B-17 parked underneath of it, and it looks like a 172.
Yeah.
It's like, huh?
You just gonna snug them up and then come back, or that's good.
I forget what they torque to. The ones on a V motor torqued about 15, 18 foot-pounds. I don't know what these do. But about speed handle tight's about as tight as you want them, so.
When it was leaking so bad everywhere, when we were in Sacramento, I climbed under the bus and I was laying under there trying to figure out what the hell,
It's leaking.
where it was leaking from. It was leaking from everywhere.
Well, they'll look like that.
Yeah, and there's no way I could. I mean, there was drips everywhere.
Well, see, what you got to do to find leaks on them is you got to give them a bath if they look like what you were talking about. Once you get all the leaks fixed, to get the outside clean, then you can follow the leaks, and like the breather on the valve cover, and you got everything else buttoned up, you can take a rag and shove it in the breather and just tie it wide open. And it'll run about 15 minutes and you'll have about 90% of the leaks found, because it's easy to do.
Let me get those on the other side.
And that stuff on the governor,
Yeah.
because if you don't get rid of that stuff, it will leak profusely from a place that not supposed to, but that's what you get.
It just does. She's a leaker.
But so we get to plug that hole, or actually I'll put my primer in that hole. But we gotta have it so it'll start.
Is she gonna wake the neighborhood up?
Not really. They don't get bizarre until you put a full load on them.
And how long are you gonna run it?
Until you're tired of listening to it. I mean, you spent a lot of time and money to get this far.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you
I
deserve.
just wondered if you had a.
I think you deserve a little bit of close, intimate time with the
Yeah, you'll have to leave me alone with her.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all.
If I get a little emotional, you won't laugh, will you?
Oh no. I've been in this spot before. Especially with a woman I hate. So, if it's somebody you care for dearly, it's a little better deal.
Yeah.
You don't have to. When you go to tears, it's not because your lawyer just broke you.
Tears of joy. No, I got tired of my lawyers breaking me and me never winning.
Well, yeah, they just hand you another bill and go, oh, sorry.
That's why Mike and I started doing it ourselves, and we won every one we did.
Well, yeah, you didn't have that overriding compulsion to make twice as much money as it was worth.
You know,
So
so
I'm filming this.
No, turn that off.
I'm going to film your horrendous.
No, turn it off.
You know, he had such a bad
Turn it off.
experience that you need to cry about it for a little while. Go ahead.
No. Well, I had my underwear on, but it was colder than shit. And I told that cop, I said, "Can you?" My wrists were cut; they were bleeding, and they had them on so tight. And I said, "Could you loosen these up?" So that was okay, huh? The rubber.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was new. We bought it new.
That's fine.
You interrupted my story, Steve.
I'm sorry, Mike. This just
You do that all the time, and you're really bad about that.
It's a slow learner.
Yeah. So anyway, I said, "Can you loosen up these handcuffs just a little bit?" I said, "They're really hurting." He says, "I've never had them any more loose on anybody ever." And I said, "Well," I said, "you better be careful then because I'm going to slip out of them." He said, "That'd be the very last thing." He said, "That'd be the last thing you ever did." I said, "The last thing?" And he goes, "The very last thing." Well, thank you, sir, for that warning.
thank you for saving my life.
I never knew that you saved me. Saying thank you. I do appreciate it. I got the Seagate thing hooked up. And I got it ready. I'm gonna
green.
Put that shit on my wall for decoration.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you could bolt it on the hood of the Jeep out there so it looks like it's got a race car motor in it.
You know, I'm a pretty literal person, so I was going to tell you this story and about the working in Seattle.
Yeah.
The guy we were working, we went out early in the morning, and we got there at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we were going to lime the field so we can run our foundation.
This is steel.
Just beat me with them, yeah.
This is heavy.
So so we were out there pouring lime, and we were lining it. You know, we knew the dimensions of the building we wanted to do, so we were laying it out. And it started to rain in Seattle. Can you imagine? And
Everyday kind of thing.
yeah, kind of thing. So he says, "Put that lime in the shitter." They had a little outhouse, or you know, one of those portable potties.
Smurf house.
Anyway, he says, "Go put that lime in the shitter." And it was a brand new bag. We had just started. And I said, "Put it in the shitter?" He said, "Yeah, put it in the shitter."
Put it in the shitter.
Put it in the shitter. And so I was carrying that 50-pound bag over there.
He was like, "How many times I got to tell you? Put it in the shitter."
I was walking over there, and I was going, "Why the hell would he put it in the shitter?" And I'm thinking, maybe it makes it smell better. You know, to myself. And I was walking over there. And so I figured out, well, it must make it smell better or something. Or dissolves the shit. Anyway, so I'm like 20 years old, 21, and I'm walking over there just thinking, by the time I got there, I went, "Well, what the hell, he wants it in the shitter, I'm putting it in the shitter." So I opened the toilet seat, poured it in there, and went back to the shack. By that time, we were sitting there for a little while, and then everybody started showing up, all the rest of the crew, and it stopped raining. And he says, "Go get that lime out of the shitter." And I said, "I can't get it out of the shitter. I did what you told me. I poured it in there." He said, "You poured it." I said, "In the shitter. You told me to put it in the shitter."
In the shitter, yeah. That's exactly what I did.
So I was a laughing stock for a while. But I'll guarantee you, he also said, I wish everybody would listen to me like he does.
And we got him fired later.
So, that's being literal. You see our little girlfriend here?
Yeah.
I told him.
Steve was telling me all about it.
I said, that was the girl Mike was talking about that crawled in my bed. He goes, really? All right.
That works for me.
Well, she was just as cute as that. Well, no, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't that cute.
She wasn't as cute as that girl.
That girl is like tiny. She looks tiny to me. About this big.